Hello and welcome back. In this week's camera I want to show you what's called the Minolta vest. It's a 127 camera that I picked up in Japan a few weeks ago. It's a very interesting 127 camera that it doesn't use the standard cardboard and cloth or cardboard and leather style bellows. That the bellow actually pulls out in 3 different compartments, and it's a very rigid type rigid style bellows. It actually resembles a pagoda, and which I think is kind of interesting, especially coming from a camera from Japan. It's a very interesting Art Deco style. The camera is very simple. It has what's called a marble shutter, which uses 3 shutter speeds. It has a shutter speed of 1/100th of a second, 1/50th of a second, or 1/25th of a second. Your shutter release is just right here. There is no cocking mechanism. You just click the shutter. Your aperture is set down here, so it goes from f8 all the way down to f22. You have 2 grips on each side of the lens, which allow you to pull the lens board away from the camera body. To load your camera, you would just lift this bar up, open up the back of the camera, and it's very simple, just like any other 127 style camera. You're going to put your film in here, open it up, bring the leader over these 2 wheels, drop it into the slot, make sure that it catches, and wind. And keep on winding until you see the little start arrows coming to the beginning part of the camera, so you know that your film is transporting. Close up the back of the camera and wind until you get to the number 1 that you can see in your window here. Where I see 2 windows on a camera, it could be one of 2 things. Either the camera is a 127 format camera or style camera that uses 3x4 format film, or it could be a 6x4.5 camera that had an insert. Now that's what I understand is with this camera, but unfortunately my camera doesn't have the insert. So if you had the 3x4 format camera, you would load your film and you would use both windows to wind to the next frame. You would take your number 1 picture here and then wind until you see number 1. At this point, take another picture, which would actually be your second picture. But with this camera, since there is no insert, you would just use this middle window because it uses a 6x4.5 format. The nice thing about this camera too is it has a very simple metal pop-up viewfinder. So you're just going to look through this opening here, look through the viewfinder at the front, and take your picture. Now an interesting thing about this is, since it did have multiple formats, that there are different areas on the viewfinder. For the 6x4.5 format, you would use the whole viewfinder. But if this was a 3x4 format camera, then you would just use this center area because it's a smaller, thinner area. This is the Minolta vest camera. And thank you for taking your time to watch this video.